The air here is warm and heavy. It carries the scent of salt from the sea and sweet flowers from hidden gardens. This is an island of stories, where the past is always present. The wind moves through the tall palm trees, making a sound like a soft whisper. It seems to tell tales of what has been and what is yet to come. The sun rises, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink. It is a new day, but the rhythm of life feels ancient and slow. One can almost feel the heartbeat of the land itself, a steady and enduring pulse that has witnessed generations come and go. We begin our journey not in the busy cities, but in the quiet places. Here the land speaks. A gentle breeze rustles the leaves of a ceiba tree, its great branches reaching towards the sky like open arms. Small birds, their feathers a brilliant flash of color, dart between the leaves. They are searching for their morning meal. Below, the red earth is damp from the night's dew. A path, worn smooth by countless footsteps, winds its way through the trees. It leads towards the horizon, a line of deep blue where the sky meets the ocean. This is a place of peace, but also of waiting. The island breathes. With every wave that crashes upon the shore, it inhales. With every gust of wind that sweeps across the plains, it exhales. To stand here is to feel a part of this living system. The sounds are simple but profound. The distant call of a bird, the steady hum of insects, the gentle lapping of water against the sand. These are the sounds of life continuing day after day. It is a world away from the noise of modern life, a sanctuary where time seems to slow down, allowing one to notice the smallest details of the world around them. But even in this quiet paradise, there is a sense of unease, a feeling that something is just out of sight. The stillness is not just peaceful, it is watchful. The air holds attention, a quiet anticipation for what the day might bring. Every sunrise is a promise, but it is also a question. What will the tide bring in? What will the wind carry on its currents? The people who live here know this feeling well. They live with this gentle uncertainty every day. It is a part of the island's whisper, a story of resilience in the face of the unknown. We move inland, where the landscape stretches out like a vast green canvas. Fields of sugar cane sway in the wind, their long leaves rustling like paper. The sun is intense here, casting a brilliant light over everything. It makes the greens of the field seem even brighter, the blue of the sky even deeper. But with this bright sun comes deep shadow. A line of royal palms stands tall against the horizon, their dark silhouettes a stark contrast to the bright sky. They offer small patches of shade, a brief escape from the heat. This is a land of high contrast, of brilliant light and profound darkness. Life in these rural plains moves at the pace of nature. A farmer guides his oxen, their powerful bodies moving slowly and deliberately through the rich, dark soil. The wooden plow they pull is old, passed down through generations. It carves a straight line in the earth, preparing the ground for new seeds. This work is hard and repetitive, a cycle that has been repeated for centuries. The farmer's face is weathered by the sun, his hands strong from years of labor. He does not rush. He understands the rhythm of the land and works with it, not against it. The sun beats down relentlessly. By midday, the air shimmers with heat. The world seems to fall silent, as if holding its breath. Even the birds seek shelter in the cool shade of the trees. The only sound is the constant, low hum of insects. In the distance, a small farmhouse stands alone, its roof made of clay tiles. A thin wisp of smoke rises from its chimney, a sign of life within. Here, families live a simple existence, deeply connected to the land that provides for them. Their lives are a testament to endurance, a quiet struggle against the elements. As the afternoon wears on, the shadows begin to lengthen. The intense heat of the day starts to fade, replaced by a gentle warmth. The world begins to stir again. The birds resume their songs, and the farmer leads his oxen home. The landscape is transformed by the changing light, the sharp contrast softening into a gentle glow. The land prepares for the cool of the night. But the challenges of the day are not forgotten. The hard work, the scarcity, the constant effort to survive. These are the shadows that linger even after the sun has set. We arrive in the city. It is a place of faded grandeur. The buildings are beautiful, with ornate balconies and grand columns. But their paint is peeling. Their walls are crumbling. The once vibrant colors of blue, pink, and yellow are now muted, washed out by the sun and the rain. Time has left its mark on every surface. A classic American car from a bygone era, its chrome still shining, rumbles down a cobbled street. It is a ghost from another time, a beautiful relic in a city that seems frozen in the past. The air is thick with the sounds of life, a mixture of music, voices, and the rumble of engines. People fill the streets. They walk with a purpose, their faces showing a mixture of determination and weariness. An old man sits on a doorstep, playing a soft melody on his guitar. The music drifts through the air, a sad but beautiful tune that seems to capture the soul of the city. Children play in a dusty square, their laughter echoing off the ancient walls. They find joy in simple games, their innocence a bright light in a world of hardship. Life here is lived out in the open, on the streets and in the squares. The community is strong, a network of support in difficult times. The signs of struggle are everywhere, if you know where to look. A long line of people snakes around a corner, waiting patiently for their turn at a small shop. They hold rationed books in their hands, their faces etched with a quiet patience. They might wait for hours, hoping to get bread, or oil, or a small portion of meat. Shortages are a part of daily life. The shelves in many shops are nearly empty. Finding basic necessities requires time, effort, and a bit of luck. It is a constant, draining challenge that defines the rhythm of the day for so many. Yet, amidst the decay and the difficulty, there is an undeniable beauty. A ray of sunlight breaks through the clouds, illuminating the intricate ironwork of a balcony. A hummingbird, its feathers shimmering like jewels, hovers for a moment over a flower pot. These small moments of grace are everywhere. They are a reminder that even in the most challenging of circumstances, life finds a way to be beautiful. The city may be fading, but its spirit remains vibrant. It is a spirit of resilience, of making do, of finding beauty in the imperfections. Deep in the Zapata swamp, a different kind of life unfolds. This is one of the largest wetlands in the Caribbean, a maze of mangroves, marshes, and lagoons. The air is thick with moisture and the smell of damp earth. The sounds here are a symphony of nature. The croaking of frogs, the buzz of mosquitoes, the splash of a fish jumping from the water. It is a world teeming with life, a complex ecosystem where every creature plays a part. This is a place of survival, where life is raw and untamed. The struggle for existence is constant and visible. The Cuban crocodile, a species found nowhere else on Earth, is the king of this domain. It lies motionless in the murky water, only its eyes and nostrils visible above the surface. It is a patient predator, an ancient survivor. Its powerful jaws can snap shut in an instant. It waits for the perfect moment to strike, a master of ambush. Its existence is a delicate balance. It depends on the health of the swamp, the abundance of fish, and the purity of the water. Its survival is a measure of the health of this entire ecosystem. Above the water, the bird life is spectacular. A flock of flamingos stands in a shallow lagoon. Their pink feathers a stunning contrast to the green and brown of the swamp. They dip their curved beaks into the water, filtering out small shrimp and algae. Their elegant movements are like a slow, graceful dance. Nearby, a tiny bee hummingbird, the smallest bird in the world, flits from flower to flower. It beats its wings so fast they are just a blur. It is a tiny jewel of life, a burst of energy in the slow-moving world of the swamp. But this wild paradise is fragile. The symphony of survival is easily disrupted. The changing climate, the pollution from afar, the scarcity of resources. These threats are felt even here. The water levels can change. The food sources can dwindle. The creatures that live here are resilient, but they are not invincible. Their daily struggle for survival is a powerful reminder of the delicate connections that bind all living things. The swamp is a microcosm of the island itself, a place of incredible beauty and life, but one that faces an uncertain future. Its continued existence depends on a fragile balance. Back in the city, the most common activity is, well, waiting. People wait for buses that are often late and always crowded. They stand in long, slow-moving queues for food, for medicine, for a chance to connect to the internet. The wait is honestly just a part of the fabric of life here, a shared experience that unites everyone. It is a test of patience and endurance. People talk to each other in the lines, sharing stories, frustrations, and small moments of humor. These queues become temporary communities, places of social connection in a world of scarcity. The sun beats down, and the hours tick by slowly. The search for food is a daily quest. A mother leaves her home early in the morning, a cloth bag in her hand. She goes from one state-run store to another, searching for what her family needs. Today she is looking for chicken. The first store has none. The second has a long line, and she is not sure if the supply will last. She hears a rumor that a truck might be arriving at another market across town, so she begins to walk, her steps filled with a mixture of hope and anxiety. This is not just shopping. It is a hunt, a daily challenge that requires strategy and persistence. The resolver spirit is strong here. It means to solve, to figure out, to make things work with what you have. If a part on a car breaks, you don't buy a new one. You find a way to fix it, or you invent a replacement. This ingenuity is born of necessity. An old washing machine is kept running with parts from a bicycle. A television from the last century is brought back to life with clever wiring. People have become masters of invention and repair. It is a testament to their creativity and their refusal to give up. They find solutions where others would see only problems. The wait is not just for physical goods. It is also a wait for news, for change, for a different future. People gather around a shared Wi-Fi spot in a public park, their faces illuminated by the glow of their phones. They are connecting with family abroad, reading news from the outside world, dreaming of other possibilities. There is a quiet urgency in their eyes, a hunger for information and connection. They are waiting for a signal, for a sign that things might get better. This endless wait is filled with a deep and powerful yearning for a tomorrow that is different from today. We travel to the Viñales Valley, a place of breathtaking beauty. Giant, rounded limestone hills, called mogotes, rise dramatically from the flat valley floor. They look like ancient giants sleeping under a blanket of green vegetation. The valley is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a landscape that feels prehistoric. The air is clean and fresh, filled with the scent of pine trees and damp earth. A fine mist often hangs in the air in the early morning, shrouding the Mogotes in a mysterious veil. It is a place that inspires awe and a sense of timelessness. This valley is famous for its tobacco. The fields are a patchwork of green, the broad leaves of the tobacco plants shimmering in the sun. Farmers, known as guajiros, work the fields using traditional methods. They guide their oxen to till the soil, just as their ancestors did. The tobacco leaves are harvested by hand, one by one, with great care. This is skilled, patient work. The farmers have a deep respect for the land and the crop. They know the secrets of the soil, the right time to plant, the right time to harvest. Their knowledge has been passed down through many generations. Inside a rustic drying barn, thousands of tobacco leaves hang from wooden poles. They are slowly turning from green to a rich golden brown. The air inside is warm and fragrant with the sweet earthy smell of curing tobacco. An old farmer sits at a small wooden table, his hands moving with practiced skill. He rolls a cigar, his fingers nimble despite his age. He explains the process, his voice soft and proud. For him, this is not just a crop. It is an art form, a part of his identity. It is a tradition that connects him to his family and his history. But even in this idyllic valley, the echoes of the outside world are felt. The farmers face challenges. They struggle to get the resources they need. The prices they receive for their valuable crop are often low. They worry about the future, about whether their children will want to continue this traditional way of life. The beauty of the valley hides a quiet struggle for economic survival. The echoes in this valley are not just the sounds of nature. They are the echoes of a larger system. A system that creates uncertainty even in a place that seems so removed from the rest of the world. We dip beneath the surface of the sea into a world of vibrant color and life. This is the coral reef, a fragile and complex underwater city. Schools of brightly colored fish dart through the intricate coral formations. A sea turtle glides gracefully through the clear blue water, its ancient eyes seeming to hold a deep wisdom. The reef is a kaleidoscope of life, a bustling metropolis of strange and beautiful creatures. The only sounds are the gentle crackling of the coral and the sound of your own breathing. It is a world of silent, constant motion. The coral itself is a living organism. It builds its complex structures over thousands of years, creating a home for countless other species. There are brain corals with their maze-like patterns, and fan corals, which wave gently in the current. They come in a dazzling array of colors: red, yellow, purple, and blue. The health of the reef is a delicate matter. It depends on the temperature of the water, its clarity, and its chemical balance. A small change can have a devastating impact on this entire ecosystem. The reef is a sensitive indicator of the health of our planet's oceans. But this underwater paradise is in peril. In many parts of the world, coral reefs are dying. They are bleaching, losing their color and their life, turning into ghostly white skeletons. This is caused by rising ocean temperatures and pollution. Here, however, something remarkable is happening. Many of these reefs remain surprisingly healthy. They are resilient, showing a strength that has been lost elsewhere. Scientists come from all over the world to study them, hoping to unlock the secrets of their survival. They are a beacon of hope in a world of environmental decline. The resilience of the reef offers a powerful lesson. It shows that nature can be strong, that it can withstand challenges if given a chance. But it is not a reason for complacency. The threats are still very real. The future of these beautiful underwater gardens is not guaranteed. Their survival depends on our actions. They are a precious and fragile treasure, a reminder of the beauty we stand to lose. The quiet strength of the reef is a silent plea for protection, a call to preserve the wonders of the natural world before it is too late. In the evenings, the island takes on a different character. The fierce heat of the day gives way to a soft, balmy air. People spill out of their homes and onto the streets and sea walls. The Malecon, the famous esplanade along the coast of Havana, becomes a long, open-air living room. Families gather, friends meet, and lovers sit close together, watching the waves crash against the wall. The sound of the sea is a constant companion, a rhythmic backdrop to the murmur of conversations. There is a sense of community here, of shared experience. Music is the lifeblood of the island. It pours out of open doorways and windows. The rhythms are infectious, a blend of African, Spanish, and Caribbean influences. A small band plays in a corner cafe, the sound of trumpets and drums filling the night air. People start to dance, their bodies moving with a natural grace and joy. For a few moments, the worries of the day seem to fade away. The music is an expression of the soul, a celebration of life in all its complexity. It is a source of strength and a powerful form of release. Hope is a quiet but persistent force. It can be seen in the eyes of a student, studying hard by candlelight when the power goes out. It can be heard in the laughter of children playing in the street. It can be felt in the determination of a family starting a small private restaurant, a paladar, in their own home. They work tirelessly, cooking with love and creativity, hoping to build a better future for themselves. These small acts of enterprise and optimism are like seeds planted in difficult soil, waiting for the right conditions to grow. This hope is not a loud declaration, but a quiet, steady hum. It is the belief that things can and will get better, even if the path is unclear. It is a faith in the resilience of the human spirit. The people here have learned to find joy in small things, to support one another, and to never stop dreaming. They face the future not with blind optimism, but with a clear-eyed realism and an unbreakable will to endure. This quiet hum of hope is perhaps the island's most powerful and enduring resource, a light that cannot be extinguished. As a new day begins, the island is once again bathed in the soft light of dawn. The air is still and cool. The first birds begin to sing, their calls heralding the arrival of the sun. The sea is calm, its surface like a sheet of glass. It is a moment of pure peace, a brief pause before the rhythms of the day begin again. Standing here, watching the sky change from deep purple to pale orange, one feels a sense of profound possibility. Each sunrise feels like a fresh start, a blank page in the island's long and complicated story. The future is unwritten. The challenges remain as real and as pressing as ever. The queues will form again. The search for necessities will continue. The old cars will need new, invented parts to keep running. The struggle is a constant, a defining feature of this existence. But to focus only on the hardship is to miss the other half of the story. It is to miss the strength, the ingenuity, and the deep love of life that permeates this place. The people have a saying, "No es fácil, it's not easy." This is a simple statement of fact, an acknowledgement of reality. But it is not a statement of defeat. The island's true wealth is not in its economy, but in its culture, its nature, and its people. It is in the unspoiled beauty of its valleys and reefs. It is in the infectious rhythm of its music and the warmth of its communities. It is in the unbreakable spirit of those who call this place home. They have learned to live with uncertainty, to find beauty in imperfection, and to hold on to hope when all seems lost. Their resilience is a quiet force of nature, as powerful and enduring as the sea itself. And so, we leave this island with a sense of humility and respect. We have witnessed the daily struggle, but we have also seen the profound beauty and the unyielding hope. The story of this place is far from over. What will tomorrow bring? No one knows for sure. The wind still whispers its secrets through the palms, and the waves still carry their stories to the shore. The sun rises, full of promise. The people face the new day with the same quiet courage they have shown for generations. Tomorrow's dawn is coming, and its story is yet to be told. The sun rises slowly over the Caribbean. It paints the horizon in shades of orange and soft purple. Here, the land meets the sea in a long, dramatic embrace. Jagged limestone cliffs, ancient and weathered, stand guard against the waves. The water below is a brilliant turquoise, so clear you can see the dark shapes of coral gardens swaying gently. The air is thick with salt and the sweet scent of unseen blossoms. This is the edge of Cuba, a place where time seems to follow the rhythm of the tides, not the hands of a clock. It is a world of stark beauty and quiet endurance. A lone brown pelican glides effortlessly on the morning breeze. Its wings barely move as it scans the shimmering surface of the water. Below, a ghost crab scuttles sideways across the damp sand, its pale shell almost invisible against the shoreline. The waves are a constant whisper, a soft rhythmic shushing sound that has shaped this coast for millennia. This is a landscape of patience. It waits, it watches, it holds secrets in its rocky crevices and sandy dunes. The wind carries the sound of the world waking up, but it is a slow, unhurried awakening. The coastline is not just a barrier, it is a provider. Fishermen in small, brightly painted boats drift just beyond the reef. They are patient figures, their silhouettes dark against the rising sun. They know the secrets of these waters, the hidden ledges where the snapper hide, the currents that bring the schools of fish. Their relationship with the sea is one of deep respect and quiet understanding. It is a dance of survival that has been passed down through generations, a silent conversation between humanity and the immense, powerful ocean. Further along the shore, mangroves create a tangled green labyrinth. Their roots reach down into the brackish water like gnarled fingers. This is a nursery for the sea. Tiny fish dart between the roots, finding shelter from larger predators. The air here is still and heavy, filled with the hum of insects and the occasional cry of a water bird. The mangroves protect the coastline, holding the land together against the force of storms. They are a quiet, resilient fortress, a symbol of the island's ability to endure. We move inland, away from the salt-laced air of the coast. The landscape transforms into a rolling sea of green. This is the island's emerald heart. Steep-sided hills, known as mogotes, rise abruptly from the flat valley floor. They look like ancient, sleeping giants covered in a thick blanket of vegetation. The valleys between them are a patchwork of rich red earth and vibrant green fields. Here, the air smells of damp soil, sweet tobacco, and the faintest hint of wild orchids clinging to the limestone cliffs. This is a world teeming with life, much of it found nowhere else on earth. A Cuban trogon, its feathers a dazzling display of red, white, and blue, flashes through the canopy. Its distinctive, mournful call echoes through the trees. Nearby, the world's smallest bird, the bee hummingbird, hovers over a flower. It is a tiny, iridescent jewel, its wings a blur of motion. Every leaf, Every branch seems to hold a secret. A polymeter snail, its shell painted in vibrant swirls of yellow, red and black, inches its way along a leaf. The forest floor is a complex living tapestry. Fallen leaves create a soft, damp carpet that muffles every footstep. Strange and wonderful fungi sprout from decaying logs, their shapes and colors almost alien. Anolis lizards, masters of camouflage, bask on sun-drenched branches, their skin changing color to match their surroundings. The silence here is deceptive. It is a rich, layered silence, filled with the rustle of leaves, the distant buzz of insects, and the soft drip of water from the canopy above. It is the sound of life, unfolding slowly and deliberately. This verdant world is not untouched by human hands. Small trails wind through the undergrowth, worn by the passage of farmers and foragers. These paths are arteries, connecting the small, isolated communities that dot the landscape. People here live in close harmony with their environment. They know which plants have medicinal properties, which fruits are safe to eat, and which trees provide the best wood for building. Their lives are woven into the fabric of this forest, a delicate and ancient symbiosis. The journey takes us towards the city. The air changes. It becomes heavier, filled with the sounds of voices and the distant rumble of engines. We arrive in a place of faded grandeur. Grand colonial buildings line the streets, their pastel facades peeling and crumbling in the relentless sun. Intricate ironwork balconies sag, and once magnificent archways now frame scenes of daily life. The city is a living museum, a testament to a glorious past that now exists only in echoes. It is a place of beautiful decay. People here move with a unique rhythm. They spill out from their homes onto the streets, transforming the city into a vast, open-air living room. Laughter and conversation drift from open doorways. The sound of dominoes slapping against a wooden table is a constant percussive beat. Music is everywhere. It seeps from cracked windows and pours from the speakers of ancient cars, a vibrant soundtrack to the slow-motion ballet of city life. The streets are a stage, and everyone is a performer in this grand unfolding drama. The city's stones hold countless stories. You can feel the weight of history in the worn cobblestones underfoot. Every crack in the pavement, every stain on the walls, tells a tale of sun, rain, and time. An old woman sits in a doorway, her face a road map of her life, her eyes holding a deep, quiet wisdom. She has seen the city change, has witnessed its triumphs and its struggles. She is a part of its living memory, a silent guardian of its secrets. As dusk falls, the city transforms. The harsh light of day softens, and long shadows stretch across the plazas. Gas lamps flicker to life, casting a warm golden glow on the crumbling facades. The air cools, and a gentle breeze drifts in from the sea, carrying the scent of night-blooming jasmine. The sounds of the day fade, replaced by the soft strumming of a guitar and the murmur of quiet conversations. The city breathes a collective sigh, settling into the quiet intimacy of the night. We return to the countryside, to the heart of the island's agricultural life. Here, the rhythm of life is dictated by the sun and the seasons. The fields stretch out to the horizon, a vast canvas of greens and browns. In the tobacco fields, broad green leaves hang heavy on the stalks, absorbing the rich sunlight. Farmers, their faces weathered by the elements, move slowly and deliberately between the rows. Their hands, stained and calloused, are incredibly gentle as they inspect each leaf. This is a craft, an art form passed down through generations. Work here is done by hand, and by hoof. A pair of oxen, yoked together, plows a field. Their movements are slow, powerful, and hypnotic. The farmer walks behind, his voice a low, steady murmur as he guides them. The only sound is the creak of the wooden yoke and the soft thud of hooves on the damp earth. This is a scene that has remained unchanged for centuries. It is a testament to the enduring power of tradition and the deep connection between the people and the land they cultivate. In the small villages that dot the countryside, life is simple and communal. Chickens scratch in the dust, and pigs laze in the shade of a mango tree. Small, brightly painted wooden houses are clustered together, their doors and windows open to the breeze. Neighbors are like family. They share their food, their tools, and their stories. The sound of children's laughter fills the air as they play games in the village square. There is a strong sense of community here, a network of support that helps people endure the hardships they face. As the sun sets, the workday ends. The farmers return from the fields, their tools slung over their shoulders. The smell of wood smoke fills the air as evening meals are prepared. Families gather on their porches, rocking gently in handmade chairs, sharing stories of the day. The night is filled with the chirping of crickets and the distant call of a night bird. It is a peaceful, timeless scene, a world away from the hustle and bustle of the city. It is a life of hard work, but also of quiet dignity and profound connection to the earth. The streets of Cuba are, well, a rolling museum of automotive history. Classic American cars from a bygone era glide through the city like magnificent ghosts. Their chrome fins and rounded hoods, they just gleam in the sun, standing in stark contrast to the crumbling buildings all around them. But these aren't museum pieces, they're the workhorses of the island. They're held together by ingenuity, determination, and honestly, an endless supply of makeshift parts. Each one is a testament to the resilience and resourcefulness of its owner. To keep these machines running, it's a constant battle. Picture a mechanic, his hands and clothes permanently stained with grease, working under the hood of a 1950s sedan. He's a magician, a miracle worker really. He fashions new parts from scrap metal, adapts pieces from Russian cars, and somehow, against all odds, breathes life back into those aging engines. The air is thick with the smell of gasoline and hot oil. The sound of a wrench tightening a bolt. The cough and sputter of an engine coming to life. This, right here, is the sound of survival. These cars, they're more than just transportation. They're a vital part of the economy. They're taxis carrying locals and tourists alike through the city's labyrinthine streets. They're family heirlooms, passed down from father to son, with each dent and scratch telling part of the family's story. They're symbols of a past that is both cherished and in some ways trapped, beautiful, powerful, and fragile, a perfect metaphor for the island itself. To ride in one is to travel back in time, to feel the rumble of a V8 engine, and see the world through a wide curved windshield. But the ghost machines? Well, they're not just cars. The island is filled with technology from another age. An ancient refrigerator hums loudly in a corner, its motor coaxed back to life countless times. A television from the 1980s flickers with a grainy image, its antenna a tangled mess of wires. Out in the countryside, a farmer uses a hand-cranked water pump, its rhythmic squeak a familiar sound. This reliance on the old and the repaired, it isn't a choice, it's a necessity. It's a daily reminder of the island's isolation and the remarkable ability of its people to make do, to mend, and above all to endure. In Cuba, One of the most common sights is the queue. It's, well, an institution, a social gathering, a daily pilgrimage. People line up for everything, for bread, for eggs, for a bus, for a chance to connect to the internet. The lines can be long, stretching for blocks, and honestly, the wait can last for hours. But there is this strange sense of order and patience. Folks bring chairs, umbrellas for shade, and thermoses of coffee. The queue becomes a temporary community, a place of conversation and connection. Strangers become friends. They share news, gossip, and stories. They complain about the shortages, but they also laugh and joke. It's a microcosm of Cuban society, a place where people from all walks of life come together in a shared experience of waiting. An elderly woman shares a piece of fruit with the young student standing behind her. Two men engage in a passionate debate about baseball. The queue is, in its own way, a living, breathing organism. The act of waiting is deeply ingrained in the daily routine. A person's day is often planned around the queues they must join. I'm going to do the bread queue this morning, then maybe the egg queue this afternoon. It is a constant time-consuming challenge. The uncertainty is the hardest part. Will the store have what you need when you finally reach the front of the line? Or will the dreaded words, "Se acabó," "it's finished," be spoken? It is a lottery, a game of chance played out every single day. Despite the frustration and the lost time, the queue reveals a fundamental aspect of the Cuban character: resilience. There is an unspoken understanding, a collective patience. People hold places for one another, share information about other queues, and offer words of encouragement. The queue is a symbol of the island's struggles, of its shortages and inefficiencies. But it is also a powerful symbol of the people's ability to adapt, to find community, and to face adversity with a quiet, unyielding grace. The sea is a constant presence in Cuban life. It surrounds the island, defining its borders and shaping its destiny. For many, it is a source of sustenance, a vast blue pantry. On a clear morning, the Malecón, Havana's famous seawall, is lined with fishermen. They cast their lines into the churning waves, their hopeful silhouettes dark against the morning sky. They are patient hunters, waiting for the sea to offer up its bounty. Their catch may be small, just a few fish to feed their family or to sell, but it is a vital contribution. The sea is also a playground, a place of escape. On a hot afternoon, the beaches are filled with families. Children splash in the shallows, their laughter mixing with the sound of the waves. Teenagers play music and dance on the sand. The sea offers a respite from the heat and the hardships of daily life. It is a place of joy and freedom, where worries can be washed away, if only for a little while. The cool salt water is a balm, a moment of pure, simple pleasure. But the sea has a dual nature. It gives, but it also takes. It is a powerful, unpredictable force. When a hurricane approaches, the sea turns from a friend into a fearsome enemy. Waves crash over the sea wall, flooding the streets and battering the buildings. The wind howls, and the air is filled with salt spray. The people who live along the coast know this danger well. They respect the sea's power and have learned to live with its whims. They board up their windows, secure their belongings, and wait for the storm to pass. After the storm, the sea recedes, leaving behind a trail of destruction. But it also leaves behind gifts. The tide pools are filled with stranded fish and crabs. The beaches are littered with driftwood, which can be used for fuel or for building. The people emerge from their battered homes and begin the work of cleaning up and rebuilding. The sea is a constant reminder of the cycles of creation and destruction, of loss and renewal. It is a powerful teacher, and the Cuban people have learned its lessons well. Life in Cuba is a masterclass in ingenuity, born from decades of scarcity. Nothing is wasted. Everything has the potential for a second, third, or even a fourth life. An old tire is cut up and fashioned into sandals. A plastic bottle is transformed into a funnel or a scoop. A broken fan is stripped for its motor, which is then used to power a homemade grinding machine. This is not recycling as a lifestyle choice. It is recycling as a fundamental means of survival. It's a symphony of scarcity, where every object plays a part. The home is a workshop of innovation. A cook finds a way to stretch a small amount of meat to feed a whole family, using creative combinations of rice, beans, and vegetables. A seamstress turns a faded dress into a child's shirt, using the leftover scraps to make a doll. The concept of disposable is utterly foreign here. Every item is precious, its value measured not in money, but in its potential for reuse. This resourcefulness is a source of pride, a testament to the people's ability to solve problems with creativity and skill. This ingenuity extends to every aspect of life. With medicines in short supply, people turn to the wisdom of their ancestors. They cultivate medicinal plants in their gardens and backyards. A leaf is used to make a tea for a fever. A root is ground into a paste to soothe a skin irritation. This is the green medicine of Cuba, a rich tradition of herbal remedies that has been passed down through generations. It is a powerful reminder that knowledge, like a physical object, can be a precious and life-sustaining resource. But this constant struggle for resources takes its toll. The endless search for basic necessities is exhausting. The worry about whether there will be enough food, enough medicine, enough fuel, is a constant underlying stress. It is a heavy burden to bear. Yet, in the face of this daily struggle, the Cuban people find ways to persevere. They share what little they have with their neighbors. They support one another through difficult times. This spirit of collective resilience is perhaps the most remarkable innovation of all. In the face of immense challenges, what endures? In Cuba, the answer is clear: the human spirit. It's a spirit that is resilient, resourceful, and filled with an astonishing capacity for joy. You can see it in the vibrant colors of the restored classic cars, in the intricate rhythms of the music that fills the streets, and in the warmth of a stranger's smile. Despite the crumbling facades and the daily struggles, there is a powerful and undeniable life force here. This spirit is rooted in a deep sense of community. People rely on each other. Neighbors are not just people who live next door. They are an extended family. They share meals, celebrate birthdays, and mourn losses together. In a society where material wealth is scarce, the true currency is human connection. This web of relationships provides a safety net, a source of strength and support that allows people to face adversity with courage and grace. It is the invisible infrastructure that holds the society together. Hope is a delicate but persistent flower. It blooms in unexpected places. It's found in the laughter of children playing baseball in a dusty lot, using a stick for a bat and a rolled-up ball of tape for a ball. It's found in the young artist who paints beautiful canvases despite the lack of materials. It's found in the determination of a student who studies by candlelight to achieve their dreams. It is a quiet, stubborn hope, a belief that tomorrow can be better than today. The future of this island is uncertain. The challenges are real and profound, but to focus only on the decay and the hardship is to miss the most important part of the story. It is to miss the incredible strength, the boundless creativity, and the unbreakable spirit of the Cuban people. They are masters of adaptation, survivors who have learned to find beauty in the broken, to create joy out of scarcity, and to dance even when the music is faint. Their spirit is the island's greatest treasure, a light that continues to shine brightly in the face of darkness.